People usually call them Stacy, Chad, Alejandro, Lexi. I'm just gonna say pretty people. I was reading a few things. Is people giving their experiences, and two in particular come to mind. They were being bullied by good-looking people. I might put it in the video. I might put it in the next video. One of them was saying that there were pretty girls in her class that would always take things from her, but not in a way where they would take it while she wasn't looking, but they would take it right in front of her. And when she would try to stop them, they would just overpower her and rip it out of her hands. And she was also saying that they would take her clothes, so when she would get out of the shower, she wouldn't have anything to put on. And and she couldn't leave the school, and nobody's really doing anything. But yeah, I mean, this goes to show that actually, before I get into that, I'll mention the other one. So there's this Indian guy, and he was saying that he was saying countless girls would mess with him and call him things like Curry and Gandhi and short and stuff like that. And and when he would ask them to stop, they would say to him, they would say, "Oh, why don't you just piss off?" They would say that. And I thought that was kind of backwards, because they were the one messing with him. So for them to just turn around and say, "Oh, piss off," just because he asked them to stop, was just really ridiculous. And he also said they would belittle him and embarrass him, and do stuff like hold his hand mockingly whenever he would try to cross the street. It's just so ridiculous. But obviously the first story is a bit more intense, because it was physical and it was emotional. So obviously emotional, because if you're taking someone's clothes, that is in itself embarrassing. Now you have to walk around with no clothes, looking for something to put on, just because some pretty girls thought it would be funny to just take her clothes. That doesn't make sense, but I don't know. I got some stories pertaining to me. I'll probably save that for another time. I've known I've known messed up pretty girls, as in cruel. That's what I mean by messed up. I've also known cruel guys that were good looking, and I've known the opposite as well. So, but I understand, you know. I mean, I get why some people are kind of mad at pretty people, I guess, but I mean, because some people, all they meet, all they get to meet is like cruel, pretty people. It's not that there's no such thing as nice ones, but it's just some people don't get to meet those people. I was looking at something else also. It was somewhere in Asia. These girls were bullying another girl like so viciously, and they recorded it too. And basically, what they did was like they threw the girl on the ground like she was a rag doll, and they mocked her and laughed at her, and the girl was begging for them to stop as they were attacking her, but every time she would beg, they would just laugh and continue. I don't think I'll show this one because the website doesn't allow me to open up the full page now, even though it used to before, but now it doesn't let me do that without signing up. I'm not sure if I feel like doing that, but I'll see. Or I could put if somebody wants it, I could give them the link, I guess, or tell them the name of the article. I've seen videos like this before. It happens a lot in Asia. There's countless videos because bullies are always beating up their victims and recording it. More so there than here. But and yeah, there's also Asian girls who bully guys in that in Asia. Obviously not everyone does it, but it is common or almost common, in certain parts of Asia. There's all types of people. Wherever you go, there's all types of people. I know a lot of people, they want to leave their country to go to another for a release from their problems. But that in itself is like shooting in the dark, so to speak. Because even when you leave the country, you don't know if you're going to be surrounded by people who are nice or people who are not nice. Going to another country, yeah, sure, that's a start, but, the place and time where you're place where you're at, time can influence certain situations. A lot of guys who say they want to go to another country. Like I feel like they're the kind of guys that are gonna try to talk to everyone, and that's not a practical way of going about things, because you end up talking to the wrong person, and you become a target. And a lot of these guys, they can't handle themselves here. So, going to another country, let it be that they find themselves in the wrong situation. It's just going to be worse for them. Especially somewhere in Asia where there's a lot more pretty people than, compared to in places like New York, or Florida, or just America in general. Just getting bullied by pretty people, it's actually more degrading than getting bullied by non-pretty people. But I would know, right? But but if these guys, if that happens to them, they go somewhere and they start getting bullied by pretty people, they're just gonna have a mental breakdown, because it's gonna be their experience from here being reflected in another place, except magnified. So, and they're not, it's not going to be easier for them, because, like I said, like in these other countries, they're more, when they bully people, a lot of them are more physical than the ones in America, and they're not going to be able to just fight them off. I mean, as I said, I've seen the videos, and both guys and girls, they just throw their victims around like rag dolls. It's like, I don't know where they got that strength from. I mean, I guess it's genetic, but yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do about that? You just gotta play the cards correctly and not talk to the wrong person. That's all I can say. Either that or stay where they are. Yeah, but my limit's almost up. It's almost at 14.